Okay, welcome back. Yeah, this just happened. We got sent a few things from our suppliers here, and this is from Hanwha. And yeah, we're gonna jump into this guy next. So stay tuned, because here it comes. Alright guys, so today we're going to be looking at the Hanwha PNM-9320VQP. This is a PTZ camera that was sent to us from Hanwha for us to kind of look at. And this is going to be my second unboxing video. So first we need to open this thing up, and I don't have a knife on me, so give me a second. Yeah, let's see if we can open this guy up. Oh, this is real. Always want to do that. All right. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's see what we've got inside this big box. Now I'm going to pull some stuff out and set it to the side. So first thing we got is going to be your instruction manual. There's a few cables in here. There's a couple adapters that you would need for power if you're running main power. There's also a standard composite video. Or actually it's an S video cable. All your screws and mounting gear that you need to kind of put everything together. Set that to the side. Next thing we're going to see is a nice little box here. Let's see what we got inside. I believe I know what it is. This is going to be your standard with these cameras. This is a PoE injector. So it's an 83 watt. This is not a standard PoE injector by no means, but this is an 83 watt gigabit PoE injector. This is what you would need to make this camera work for power. Or if you have a PoE++ or PoE BT switch, that would also provide enough power to power this camera. So you have that in here, and of course the power cable for this guy. Now that PoE injector does have mounting brackets on it. We'll look at that in a little bit more. All right, so I mentioned about packaging, and this is something that I think is becoming more evident with camera manufacturers. They know that they're shipping off cameras that cost anywhere from, you're talking about, $500, $300, all the way up to $2,000, $3,000, $15,000, $30,000, $40,000 cameras. So you got to have pretty good packaging, and that's exactly what they have here too. All right, so this little module here, this is the mounting portion that you would use, whether it be a parapet mount, or if you're going to use a mount off of the actual wall, which a lot of times you want to do that maybe off of a pole mount. So it'd be like a gooseneck or something like that, which will screw in. Has a straight pass-through hole there, which then takes it out to the side. This is the component that controls, like the controller board here, that controls everything on the other side of the camera. We're going to get to in a second. But this is very easy for you to unlock here. I guess you have to unscrew these. There's two little screw brackets right here on the side that you would have to unscrew. So you unscrew those, and you can actually see where you would route the cable coming down right into this board, and that will provide the power to the camera itself. So we're going to set this off to the side. Oh boy, here we go. And just FYI, this camera is not small by no means. And this is it. So right off the bat, you can see here, this is where that bracket just locks in, and it just screws down and locks them tight on that side of it. And then there's two tether cables. Well, this is the main tether cable here that you would use as an extra suspension. So should the main mount happen to bend or start to pull, this reduces the weight that's being leveraged on it. Give you a closer impression. There's a couple things that's on here that you must keep in mind that you would need. Right off the bat, the PTZ portion is right here. So the way this camera is designed is it will basically be hanging down, and that bottom PTZ down here is going to basically pivot, and it's going to move around to find your subject. So in the event that it needs to zoom in on something, you have this guy here. Well, the big plus about having a camera like this is there's 4 individual camera modules here that are locked down, and it will give you a full 360-degree view. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This is the PNM-9320VQP. This is the one thing I would say about every manufacturer: name changes. Just saying. I do like this camera a lot. I think Hanwha has done a very good job of bringing out a camera that is going to be a very good lower cost to its competitor or previous competitor. There are other manufacturers out there that have something similar. I look at Hikvision, maybe. Axis just retired theirs. But when it comes to other companies like Bosch or March, I don't know what they're doing yet. And they may bring out something similar or already have it in the works. But I will tell you, in my opinion, something like this is critical for an outdoor security system. When you start looking at what it would cost in total to put 5 cameras on a pole and then have a PTZ hang off the side of a building to zoom in on those areas, you're in the same ballpark as what this guy will cost. And when you start thinking about the liability capabilities of this one to help prevent a theft, or on top of that to help catch a thief, or to, you know, see an accident when it happens because one employee backed into another car. This is something that you have that's very key. And the nice thing about this is with that array, like I said earlier, with these higher resolution wide angle camera lenses that will allow you to get a 360-degree view, and then a PTZ that can easily jump up and capture that information. This is one of the best kept secrets, I think, in the security world, because a lot of people, when they see this, they have no idea what these are. They're looking at it like, is that a camera? They may see the dome and they think that that's the only camera, but they may not understand that that's a PTZ that's actually following everything they're doing. I even see airports possibly bringing this into a larger terminal because of the fact that you can even cover an area in a main terminal area with 2 or 3 of these, and you can get baggage on one side, check-in on the other, you know, traffic walking across, and then the PTZ is scanning for, you know, objects that are left around. Or if someone detects something that's, you know, out of the ordinary, the PTZ could be noted to track that subject. And that's the one thing about this. It gives you a full 360-degree view that I can track every single person or every single target that is populated on that system. If you have a security officer that's actually monitoring all this information, he can easily just track across this entire array and then key up the next shot with the next cameras as they go online. So you have 4 5-megapixel cameras around the side being recorded at, let's say, 15 frames per second, and a PTZ that's recording at 2 megapixels at the same frame rate or maybe faster. This guy is gonna eat up a lot of data. So as a whole, you wanna be able to kind of adjust and be able to fix that recording capabilities so that way you don't have to worry about running out of your storage too soon on your recorder. The analytics that are built in, whether it be line cross or whether it be motion detection or audio detection, those things are all capable of being triggered within the actual camera itself, not to mention on the VMS. So I want to thank you for your time. Once again, you have joined in and watched this video, and hopefully I've taught you something that you may not have known about this particular camera or how it works, and maybe a way that you can use it in a use case in the future. So hopefully this will continue to grow, and I am looking forward to bringing out more content. I do know that I will have a couple more camera reviews coming out, and who knows what's going to happen next. But for now, I hope that you all are able to stay at home and stay safe and stay secure. Please stay happy.